Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Foreign Strategies. Prepare for takeoff.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome to Foreign Strategies. I'm Delane Isaac, one half of Foreign Strategies. Today, I'm gonna talk about 5 secrets that women do not want you to know. Let's get into it. Monkey branching. Now, women do this when you're in relationships. I remember when I was in college, I was dating somebody for 2 years. The first year is perfect, peachy clean, taking her on dates, being a king, treating her like a queen, right? So this dude came in the picture, Asian dude, right? Dude looked like an Asian Brad Pitt. And I was looking around, I was a little insecure at that time, and I'm like, man, this guy's a threat. I know what he's about. I could trust her, but I can't trust him. So then one night I saw them working together. You know, I studied architecture, and she's an architect major, so they were working on a project together. And I'm like, they're spending a lot of time with each other. So I was like, hey. So I started snooping around, I started seeing breadcrumbs, right? Women are very good at this, especially in relationships. But if you're very analytical, I'm a very analytical person. People like me, we could pick up little breadcrumbs. So I was just looking around. I looked at her camera and I saw on her camera roll a picture of him. And I was like, why do you have a picture of him? You don't even have a picture of me. And she made up some excuse. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna roll with it. But at that time, I was naive and I believed it. So then more breadcrumbs. After the year was up, after he came in, her life, that's when we started arguing, right? Arguments was come out of nowhere. She was walking away from me. She had no tolerance for anything anymore. Everything was sweet, so he came in. Let me tell you right now, if you're in a relationship and things are not the same, she's monkey branching. She got another dude that she's hanging on while she's hanging on to you. And eventually, you guys have a quick argument, and she's like upset about something small, like why you ate the last cookie, or something ridiculous. And you'd be like, why is she upset about that? That's because she's hanging on to some dude, and she's ready to let go of you and swing on. And she's gonna keep doing that, monkey branching, vice versa, particularly when they're really young, right? So that is one thing that women do not want you to know. They do that. I'm gonna talk about another point out of the 5 points that's later that makes sense, right? Another thing, hypergamy, right? Men date, they don't really date up like the way women do, right? We all see women date up and like all this other stuff. For example, I remember when I was in Sweden and I went up to McDonald's and for some reason I love going to McDonald's, guys. I can't help it. When I go to another country, this girl was on fries and she was a dime piece. She was like, you could be in a Vogue magazine. I was like, why are you working here? You could be on the cover of like Vogue magazine somewhere. You're like supermodel. Now, if the roles were reversed, and she came in there and she saw me and she was attracted to me, she won't be giving me those compliments. She wouldn't even pay me no mind because it's hypergamy. She was looking to level up. She's either looking equally or looking to level up, right? For example, like if she's making $50,000 a year, she's not trying to date a dude that's making less than $50,000. She's trying to level up $60,000 to $70,000. Nowadays, if you guys look all over the internet, she's probably looking for somebody that's making like 6 figures, right? Hypergamy at its best, right? Number 3, women cheat. Okay, this is how women cheat. You're in a relationship and you notice that she's acting different, right? She's definitely monkey branching. And when I was saying before, I was gonna go back to something else, that same point, right? Women cheat just as much as men do. Contrary to belief, I think the numbers are like 24% women and then like 26%, 28% men. So that's really close, right? But the thing is, I think it's higher than that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think what women do is they mentally cheat, right? So they'll be having somebody they're texting and they're not doing anything, in bed or whatever the case may be, like a man does. But once a woman does that, she's emotionally gone. And once a woman is emotionally gone, she's not there for you anymore, man. She's for that next guy. And like women do this all the time. They'll have somebody in the back burner and they just be chatting them up. That is cheating, and women do this more often than men do. And that's why I think women cheat more, right? Okay. Number 4, this is a statistic out. When people are married and there's a divorce, there's an 80% chance that the woman is gonna divorce the man, right? Why is that? Because, another secret, women get bored faster than men. That's right. Reason why is because men come complacent. I see it all the time. Even my friends, man, they be in shape, they be like Chad, and then they get in a relationship. 1 year later, they got pot bellies. I'm like, bro, what happened? You, like, your girl think that's attractive? Like, what's good? And me as a homie, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, yo, man, let's get in the gym. I'm like, there's no way that if I'm a woman and I'm seeing that, I'm like, yo, man, that's so unattractive. So like, that's just another case. But I'm just thinking like women just get bored, man, because imagine being a woman, you're dating a dude, right? You go on dates, everything is exciting. And like guys, we do get complacent, right? Especially when we're in a relationship. We don't stand on P's and Q's, we get all comfortable. Imagine being a woman, right? You go on dates all the time, everything's exciting, and the next you know, a year later, homie got pot belly, you don't go on dates anymore, all you do is Netflix, you don't really do anything exciting. I would leave too. All right, so let's go on to the next point. Here's another secret. Women, when they ovulate, they have one-night stands. If you wanna know how to get down and take advantage of the situation, find out when a woman's ovulating. Once you find that out, the chances of doing one-night stands or ons increases so high, it doesn't make any sense. They're equivalent to a dude that's just like high testosterone, man. I'm telling you. If women say they don't do that, they are lying to you, man. That's another secret they do not want you to know. I said 5, but I'm gonna give you guys an extra bonus. Women like to chase, right? It goes with the hypergamy. You know, why do you think you got like the Drakes and the Trey Songz and all these other dudes out there getting most of the women? Why do you think like some ridiculous stat like 80, 90% of the women out there are going after 10% of the dudes? Because it's like they see something high status, they see this guy with all the muscles, they see the guy with the clout, and they just like, they love to chase that. If it was the opposite way around, and the guy had less clout, less status, and the guy's chasing a woman, you know how long that's gonna last? You know how fast she's gonna get turned off? It's just not gonna work, man. Like, the gender roles is so opposite, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, for example, right? If a man comes up to a woman, right? And he's like very feminine, and he's doing all the chasing. This is known as feminine qualities, right? But if he's masculine, he's chasing a bag, and she's like, wow, why does he not want me? So she's gonna be curious by your mysteriousness. She's gonna be turned on by your gumption to be successful, being on your purpose. And she's gonna be vying for your attention because she's gonna be like, oh, you must got other girls that's like taken up. And then women, they like to be competitive when it comes to that. So she's gonna be better chances on your program. She's gonna be like attracted to your mysteriousness. She's gonna be attracted to your gumption for success and your gumption for purpose. I'm telling you 10 times. 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, that's the case. And guys, I said I was gonna do 5, but I'm just gonna roll with 6 things that women like to keep a secret. Because women, man, they are very sneaky, man. They're not, it's not sunshines and rainbows out there. They're not princesses. And I think a lot of things is like, a lot of times, guys find out the hard way. And like they say, the best adversity is when you go through some hardships. And I think with every guy in his life, when he goes to a certain situation where he was like, he put his all into one thing and then it doesn't turn out the way he was, he's like, yo, I did everything right. And then she still like did me wrong. It's just like, at its core, we're all human beings, right? We're all trying to survive. We're all trying to just think about it, right? A woman gives birth, right? For 9 months, she's carrying another human being. So she's gonna look for the strongest person, right? To be able to help and have security, somebody that's manly, to maintain that, to give that protection, that governance, right? To give that leadership. So the moment you start slipping up, hypergamy starts kicking in. She's on a subconscious level thinking primitive. This is like some rational male type stuff, but if you just think about everything at its core and at a subconscious level, that's how the world works. That's how we all move. But anyway, guys, we got some really cool podcast ideas coming up. We're gonna have 6 girls in Cancun. We're gonna have that whole setup. We're gonna have a nice studio in there, so that's gonna be real cool. We're gonna be rating Instagrams. We got a couple girls from Ukraine that's gonna be in some lives. So we're gonna start slowly building the way this channel is the way it's supposed to be. But right now, we're just getting our content, trying to maintain continuity and keep giving you guys game and give you those foreign strategies. All right, guys, I'm Delane. I'm out. Peace.
Once again, thanks for flying with Foreign Strategies. Make sure you subscribe.
I just wanna win.